We are in Midtown Manhattan, and what is your name? Who do I have with me?
I'm Juicy Lou.
What are your pronouns in and out of drag?
Out of drag, he, him. In drag, she, her.
What's your current age, and how long have you been doing drag?
I am currently 39 years old. I turned 40 in September, and I've been doing drag for almost 8 years.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Southern California, Los Angeles.
What's your astrological sign?
I am a Virgo.
Who has inspired you the most in your drag career?
I think it's not just one person. I feel like it's a group of people. It's
Yeah.
funny women. Sketch comedy artists or actresses are something that really inspires me. Character actresses for musical theater as well.
Yeah. Any that come to mind, like on the top of your head?
I mean, I grew up watching Carol Burnett, so
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
big,
Totally.
big inspiration. And I love Kristen Wiig, and also love Margaret Cho. Like funny women.
What is your current obsession?
I recently discovered the. I've known about S and Noche for a long time.
Yeah.
But I discovered her Instagram recently and her reels, and they're just really, really hilarious. And I just kept watching them over and over again.
Yeah, she's someone her name's come up a lot in these interviews. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
okay, I need to see her. I've known of her for like ever, but I haven't gone down to see her. So, what has been your favorite city or borough to perform in?
I'd say, New York City or Manhattan.
Manhattan?
It's easy commute.
I know, yeah, we're like literally like 2 blocks away from everything.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
very nice. What does Pride Month mean to you?
Pride Month to me means it's a celebration, and it's also a protest. I feel like every year it comes around, it's a reminder of what a fight it was to get to this point, and how much further we have to go.
You are the reigning Miss Big Adams Apple. What has been your favorite part about building that package you put together for that?
I think it's just, I like an assignment and a challenge.
Yeah, because you're crafty.
Yeah, I feel like I'll say like one of the most fun things about that was being able to work with cardboard and creating an outfit. So my Nicole Kidman gown is basically it was made of cardboard and fabric, and so it's like upholstered
Cardboard. Yeah.
basically. So like I feel like pushing me to think outside the box and how I create what I present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of your Nicole Kidman monologue?
Oh, I didn't even do it, but and I feel bad that I don't know every single word of this.
Oh, yeah,
but
go
like,
for it.
It's like, how does it start? We come to this place for magic. We come to AMC theaters to laugh, to cry. Yeah, so
That's so good. When did you learn how to sew and kind of like get crafty?
So I feel like cardboard started off, it was before I even started performing in drag. I would create sort of cardboard costumes for Halloween. Like I created like a takeout box. I made this, it was like paper mache and cardboard ice cream cone outfit and stuff. And so that started early on because I didn't know how to sew. I still am not like a great sewer. I know how to make really basic things like leotards.
The drag staples.
Yeah, exactly. And mostly that's from like tracing outfits I already have.
Same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I'm a skilled sewer.
Gotcha. Yeah. So when you like build stuff with cardboard, you painted it, I'm assuming, for the most part, or?
It's sometimes it's painted. Like I have like a Professor X that's completely painted.
Yeah.
But there was a
No, you're good.
There was the ice cream cone outfit was it was tissue paper that was like paper mached onto it to make it look like ice cream cone.
You made top 5 at the national competition for Comedy Queen. Have you ever done any big pageants before Miss Comedy Queen?
I've done a lot of competitions before. I don't think I've ever done like quite as big of a pageant as Miss Comedy Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my one sort of like real pageant, wasn't a real pageant, was like I had done one pageant for the Visiting Nurse Service in New York, which was like sort of a real pageant, but wasn't. But like the level of what we had to do was like a big pageant.
Got it. Did you ever do like So You Think You Can Drag or anything?
I did.
You did? Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I was here. I moved in like 2019.
Yeah.
And I think it was like, you know, it ran its course like right before that.
Yeah.
So I always like, everyone always talks about it, and like always see the videos. I'm like, this looks so fun.
I mean, that's how I got my start, actually, was So You Think You Can Drag. Like, I'd gone, I think it was like whatever the season was before mine.
Yeah.
And I had known Alexis Michelle, so I came to see it every single week. And I was like, oh, this could be fun. Like, I wasn't seriously thinking about doing drag or anything at that time, but I was like, this could be something that could be really fun to do.
Yeah.
And jumped in, and that's how I really got started. So,
Are you planning on making a return to Miss Comedy Queen?
I haven't set plans yet. I might not do it this year, but I definitely think it's something I want to come back and do, because it's just a really fun pageant.
Who are some of your best friends in drag?
I would say, the person I was just calling me, it's Carrie Koenig. Carrie Koenig, Svetlana Stoli, and Emmy Grader, the people that know me the best, yeah.
And Ms. Cracker is your drag mother.
Yep.
How did y'all meet?
We met at Industry. She was hosting a Drag Race viewing party. I think it was like season 7 of Drag Race. And my friend also happened to have a birthday that night, and so I decided to show up in drag. And then she pulled me up on stage because I was the only person in the audience dressed up in drag. And then I started going every week, and then we became friends.
What are some of your home bars or venues?
So I'm a here and there queen. I float around, but I was at Industry for 3 to 4 years with Tina Burner's show, and I definitely think of that as like a home bar.
A home bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite DJs in the city?
I love Two-Face.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really great.
And his sense of style. He's always killing it.
Yeah.
You know when Two-Face just walked in. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? You can clock all the sparkles and like all the bags from like a mile away. What about designers? Some of your favorite designers?
Florence is amazing.
Yeah.
And David Dalrymple is amazing as well.
You worked with 10 Yards too, right?
I worked with 10 Yards. 10 Yards is also really great. I want to work with, I really want to work with Gloria Swansong sometime soon, because she makes impeccable clothes.
Oh, I feel like y'all would collaborate on something so pretty.
I would love that.
What is your drink of choice during a show?
So I'm not a big drinker.
Yeah.
I think I like to hold a pineapple juice and soda.
Yeah.
To make it look like I'm drinking during the show, but then I'll have like vodka soda afterwards. After I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. I'm like, I don't know how these girls just like drink the whole way through. I could never.
I'm a lightweight.
Me too. Yeah. Like it has to be like at the end or like right before my last number, and then I'm done. What is one Juicy Lou wardrobe staple?
A romper. For the longest time, I used to have just like, at the very beginning of my career, I used to just wear rompers for 21, which is, but I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
I've definitely moved on since then, but like, there are definitely still rompers in my wardrobe.
After a long day of drag or doing a pageant, what helps you wind down?
YouTube. Just going down a YouTube rabbit hole.
Something to scroll.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the most rewarding part about doing drag for you?
I think it's the laughter of an audience. Like, I love being able to get in front of a crowd and make a fool of myself, and just hearing laughter from a crowd.
What is your dream gig or dream job?
I would love to do something in theater that combines drag and acting. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I'd love to do something with that.
What's the coolest place you've done drag in before?
I got to perform, so Miss Cracker was doing her UK tour that was ending at the very beginning of 2020, so right before the pandemic. She invited Brenda Darling, Izzy Uncut, and I to come out to London.
I remember that.
Yeah, and perform at the London Palladium where Judy Garland performed.
Very cool. You are more of a mixed performing queen, right? So what's been your favorite mix that you've made?
There's one that I've done that's about just like random sexual things, and it's like there are moments of it that like sort of are made to like embarrass audience members and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's one of my favorites to perform because it's like you're not expecting it to be that explicit, and it ends up being that. I feel like I always have to preface it for every show, just being like, is everyone cool with raunchy humor with this?
Yeah.
Especially at like a brunch where
For sure.
there might be kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favorites.
What is one thing people are shocked to find out about you?
That I'm almost 40.
Yeah, totally.
I think, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like, they don't expect it from me, not just like because of my energy, I guess. And then, but yeah.
I also feel like a lot of people who don't do drag assume that like every drag queen is like in their 20s. You know what I mean? And then someone's like looking young, like thriving, and then they're like, oh, I'm, 50. And they're like, wait, what?
Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah.
You're not 25?
Yep.
What advice do you have for someone who just started drag?
I would say do competitions, not for the competitive aspect of it, but so you learn what you gravitate towards. I feel like it definitely pushes you to be the best version of yourself, so you really discover who you are as a drag artist when you're doing competition.
Yeah. Who are some of the other entertainers you grew up with in drag in New York?
That I grew up with, in drag. I mean, like Izzy Uncut is like around the same time as me. Like Deadly. Those are a few queens that I grew up with. Yeah.
Do you have a day job?
I do.
What do you do?
I work public relations.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory, I think, was any time I got to go to Disneyland.
Oh yeah, because you live in LA, right?
Yeah, California was the easy summer vacation.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Are you more of an introvert or an extrovert?
I'd say more of an introvert, and I feel like drag brings like more of me
Channels
out.
it, yeah. Do you ever get stage fright?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, right before I go on every single time.
How do you kind of like bounce back from that?
I think you just focus on what you're doing, and you're just like, all right, well, there's nothing you can do like about like you being nervous. You just got to focus on at the task at hand.
What is one skill you wish you had?
I wish I could sing.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I do it all the time in the shower, but like, it's tough.
I like to sing at my shows, and I always like preface it with like, I am not trained. This is like for fun. We're having fun.
Yeah.
And I, don't judge my breath control.
Yeah.
What's one fun fact you always share as an icebreaker?
What's a fun fact that shares an icebreaker? Hold on. I don't think there's actually a fun fact that ever shares an icebreaker.
What is just like a fun fact in general, or
that my mom raised me on Judy Garland and ABBA.
the only two things you need.
Yeah, exactly, right.
What was quarantine like for you? Because you just got back from London, like a dream gig, and then bam.
Yeah, it was. I feel like the first month was definitely just like, what are we doing now? But I think it was interesting to see, and not just me, just like all the drag queens finding creative ways of channeling their talents into like digital drag, and learning how to play with green screen or learning how to edit their own videos and stuff. Yeah.
I know we did 2 big digital drag shows together. What was your favorite digital number that you put together?
I think it was my Professor X number.
For Vanna, yeah.
For Vanna, yeah, for the X-Men themed show. Just because I've had that Professor X box for another competition, and I've never used it for anything as a number. It was only done as a presentation. So learning how to make it look like I'm floating was like a fun challenge. Yeah, and just creating a ridiculous storyline of Professor X and his love for Magneto.
What is your current goal when it comes to drag?
I think it's that theater idea of just doing something with acting and drag. Again, not sure what exactly that is.
Yeah.
I feel like I have Shakespeare training my past. Maybe it's doing a Shakespeare play, drag.
I mean, you can always write your own one-woman show situation. What about long-term goal? Where do you see yourself at the peak of Juicy Lou?
I mean, I think this just goes back to the theater thing again.
Right.
Being able to like sort of like do acting jobs as Juicy. Yeah.
You live with your partner.
I do.
He's supportive of your drag. He comes to your shows and stuff.
Yeah. He's the one that sort of encouraged it. He's actually the one that gave me my drag name too. It was Halloween. Like the first time I was trying drag for Halloween, he kind of assigned me the name Juicy Lou. He's super supportive. He actually throws his like 2 cents in every once in a while with like ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's very supportive.
How long have y'all been together?
We've been together. It will be 10 years.
Whoa! Congrats.
Yeah, that's like 100 years and 4 years.
Yeah, totally. What is the weirdest interaction you've had while you've been in drag?
The weirdest interaction I've had.
Like with a patron or something like that. Or someone on the street, someone on the train.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's been the weird moment. Like, what's been a weird moment? I feel like just like someone telling me I look like my mom, but like, like that's.
You're like, I'll take it.
Yeah, sure.
What's been the most fun you've had at a Pride gig?
Most fun at a Pride gig. I used to do like Pride brunches with Svetlana Stoli.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a lot of fun because we were at a venue that had like it's like a burlesque. It's like a martini glass with that's like for burlesque dancers and stuff, and just being able to like swim in money.
That's
and
fun.
That was fun.
Do you have any insecurities? When it comes to drag,
public speaking a little bit, but yeah.
And then how do you fight those off when you're feeling super insecure?
I think you just focus on the task at hand. Yeah.
What is your go-to drag bag? I know a lot of the girlies have like an IKEA bag, or do you have like a suitcase?
I'm a suitcase. I always carry a suitcase, or bring a suitcase, and also like a canvas tote bag for my wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Speaking of wigs, when you've traveled multiple times and with styled hair, how do you pack those for the plane ride?
Oh gosh.
People ask all the time.
Yeah.
So
fortunately, like I do know a little like how to restyle things a little bit.
That's convenient.
Yeah, which is handy on the other end. But when I usually that's great for hair that I've done. But like if it's hair that someone else has done for me, you get like a cardboard box that you can fit in your suitcase, and you get like stuffing around it.
Yeah.
So nothing gets like super smushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think being able to style a little bit on the other end is helpful.
I think what I've done is like, if I only have to bring like one wig, I'll like put it in like a carry-on if it's like an updo, and then I'll like stuff it with like my tights.
Oh yeah.
Around it.
Yeah.
And that usually helps too. Who is your favorite drag queen?
My favorite drag queen. I'll give you the RuPaul and the non
go
girl.
for it.
I think Jinx Monsoon is definitely my favorite RuPaul drag queen. And I say Keisha Carr in the city. Yeah.
Both very good options.
Yeah.
Favorite fast food restaurant?
Popeyes.
What is your go-to box from Popeyes?
I usually get like a 4-piece, and I always request like a drumstick, and I get the extra spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love their mac and cheese, but I have to like be prepared.
Yeah.
What are some of your current favorite TV shows?
Well, I'm currently watching Black Mirror, the new season, which it's actually so far really good, and actually has one episode that's actually really funny. But yeah, I love Black Mirror. I love White Lotus.
Yeah.
A lot of people love White Lotus, but I love the movies.
I'm on the other two right now.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen that?
I have. Yeah.
I feel like you'd like it.
Yeah. No, it's really funny.
How do you identify under the queer umbrella?
I'm gay. Yeah.
What is the best thing since sliced bread? In your opinion.
The best thing since sliced bread. I mean, Esa Noche's Instagram, like her reels are so funny. Yeah.
Go check her out. I think it's at Esa. I think it's just at Esa Noche.
I think it's like
ESSANOCHE. Any future projects you can share?
I'm filming something tomorrow. I'm not supposed to say what it is yet, but it will be out.
For Pride? During
For Pride,
the
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where can everybody find you after Pride?
After Pride, I'll probably be doing some brunches around the city and stuff, but mostly resting.
Yeah.
It's a wild time.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And where can everybody follow you so they can keep up with your schedule?
They can follow me at Instagram at Miss Juicy Lou. So it's MISS Juicy LIU, and that's LIU, just like Long Island University. I always have to say that, just like make sure it's spelled correctly, because I get the LUI sometimes.
I did. Yeah, I was like writing it out. I was like, wait, I think no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Any last thing you want to say to anybody watching?
If you're looking to do drag, make sure you learn many different aspects of it, craft-wise, hair-wise, makeup-wise, just because that's gonna just help you.
Totally.
Yeah.
And YouTube, you can YouTube anything. It will help.
Oh yeah,
you.
YouTube. Yeah, it's all
instructional
videos all over the place.
All right. I've loved chatting with you. Lovely to catch up, and we'll see you next time.
See you next
Goodbye,
time.
Juicy.
Bye.
Bye, Manhattan.